Ayan, thank you very much guys for clicking on the link below, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the thumbs up from the previous video. And I just want to introduce myself again. My name is Nurse Kat, and as I mentioned on my previous vlog, I will be discussing how to be a nurse in the hospital. But before that, I think it is best also for me to inform you or share with you the 5 things you need to consider before applying in a hospital. I just want to make things clear na pagkaroon mo ng license as a registered nurse, hindi lang sa hospital nagtatrabaho ang mga nurses. Ang nurses ay pwede rin magtrabaho sa community or rural health unit. Pwede rin sila magtrabaho sa company. Pwede rin sila magtrabaho sa hotel. Pwede rin sila magtrabaho sa barko. As Air Force, as a nurse soldier. Pwede rin silang maging nurse lawyer. Pwede rin silang maging nurse researcher. Pwede rin silang maging clinical instructor. The reason why I pick the topic on how to become a nurse in a hospital, dahil ito yung pinaka-basic. Lalo na kapag ikaw ay bagong nurse pa lang. I would suggest you to look for a hospital where you can refine your skills as a nurse. Bedside nursing. Kasi hindi sapat yung experience mo as a nurse during way back on your college days. Kasi nung college days ka, lagi ka maging clinical instructor. Now that you have a license, you are working on your own. So it is best for you to practice and look forward kung saang area ka mas kampante. If sa pediatric area ka ba, sa OB-GYN or surgery or 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 ICU nurse, medical nurse or dialysis nurse. So there are a lot of things that you will discover when you work in a hospital. Now, I'd like to share 5 things you need to consider before applying in a hospital. Diyan sa Pilipinas, madaming nangangailangan ng nurse ngayon. Hindi kagaya nung batch namin na talagang mag-volunteer ka para lang makapasok sa isang ospital. Without further ado, I'd like to discuss to you the 5 things you need to consider before applying as a nurse in a hospital. Number 1, you have to consider the hospital you plan to apply. When I say hospital you plan to apply, you need to consider the reputation of the hospital. If they are JCI accredited, they have an ISO certification, or if they are a tertiary hospital. Or kung hindi man tertiary hospital, consider their bed capacity. Kasi this will be your leverage if you're planning to further your practice as a nurse in abroad or in a probably bigger institution. So second, you have to consider the work culture of the hospital. Bakit kailangan ng work culture? Kasi sa work culture, dyan mo malalaman kung tatagal ka ba sa hospital o hindi. You have to get information from the people working the hospital. Pag buwan-buwan ba may nagre-resign sa kanila, ibig sabihin may mali sa management. Ibig sabihin may mali sa culture ng hospital na yun. At malaki ang posibilidad na hindi ka din magtatagal. Kaya you have to get information about the work culture, if the management and how they run the schedules are okay. So go for it. Number 3, you have to consider the salary and benefits. Check their basic salary offer. As I mentioned, madami ng hospital na nangangailangan ng nurses ngayon. Okay, you have to consider the salary and their benefits. You have to check the package benefits like transportation allowance, meal allowance, if they have health insurance, sick leave benefits, maternity leave. Minsan, may pa-birthday cake pa sila. Kung if that's a big deal for you, then go for it. So, the reason why you have to consider this, syempre, you need to be compensated on the things that you've worked into. You've worked hard in those hospitals, so check mo din kung napoprovide din nila yung needs mo as an employee. Number 4, you have to consider the location of the hospital. Is it near you or far? Near you, pero di siya pasok sa consideration number 1. Kung gusto mo talagang pumunta sa isang JCS hospital at malayo-layo sa'yo, you may need to move or mag-rent ka ng isang boarding house or apartment near that hospital if yun talagang target mo. But then again, kung may mas malapit na hospital sa inyo, na tertiary hospital or malaki-laki ang bed capacity, then why not? Take it. And you will just have to consider the long-term impact of your decision. Number 5, you have to consider the area assignment open to that hospital. Baka ilagay ka sa pediatric area kasi, pero ang gusto mo naman adult care. Or ilagay ka sa adult care, pero gusto mo naman pediatric care. Or ilagay ka sa isang maternity ward or delivery room, pero interest mo is nasa operating room or nasa medical surgical nursing. So, you have to make sure na yung open na unit sa kanila is something that you are interested to na malaman. Kasi baka hindi mo matagalan, mag-quit ka lang. So, those are the 5 things I can share with you. Number 1, let's do a recap. Consider the hospital you plan to apply. Consider the work culture of the hospital. Consider the salary benefits. Consider the location. And consider the area that is open in that hospital. These informations are just based on my experience. And if you have any other considerations sa pag-apply nyo ng isang hospital, please comment on the box below para mag-share tayo ng experiences at para mabasa din ito ng mga nagpaplano na maging nurse sa hospital or mga gustong magbalik loob sa hospital. And don't forget to like and subscribe on this channel, and thank you very much for listening. Have a good day.